Welcome in. It's a new episode from the Critics Collective. I am Ron. I'm here with Maite. You got Corey. You got the not so super fan Manny, and we are talking his and hers. This just came out. It's a hell of a way to start the new year. You can catch this for free 99 on Netflix if you're still in somebody's subscription service. We don't judge here. And speaking of don't judge, we would love you to judge. That's kind of how we do. We just conversate and collectively come up with stuff. And we don't always agree. And I just want to let you know, I don't think we're going to agree on this one. So feel how you feel. Hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. We love to have you join our collective family. Now, with that being said, his and hers is based off a book. From this book, you get some 45-minute episodes, and each one is designed to get you to the killer secret. There's a journalist investigating a murder that happens in a small town in Georgia, and she's a little suspicious of what's going on. And you got a detective who's going to try to figure out, but like it says, there's two sides to every story, and some motherfucker is lying. With that being said, I'm gonna start off with the lady first in here. What were your highs and lows to his and hers?
My highs. Honestly, my highs was like honestly the pacing was pretty good. Like I really love a good whodunit, like trying to figure out like the whole movie I was trying to figure out like, oh, it's this person, or it's this person, no, it's that person, or it could be that person. And then even when I feel like I had it and I was like, oh, I'm for sure. And then I was like, no, then yeah. And then towards the end, I was like, oh wow, okay, got me. But I really liked, for me, I mean, maybe if you figured it out throughout the whole thing, okay, cool. Let me see what else. I liked the cast. The cast is great. Like as far as like I'm really bad with actor names,
So am I.
but
I'm
I
horrible. I'm like,
so I just kind of go based off like what their name was in the show, or like what I know them as, like the guy from Punisher, Frank Castle.
there you go.
Him, great. Tessa, who played, was that her real name, Tessa?
Yeah, his real name.
She was
Anna.
great too. Yeah, Anna. Now, what was my lows? Fuck them bitches. I'm sorry. Fuck them bitches. Like, I didn't. That was one twist I wasn't really like expecting to happen. No, it's not really a spoiler. You don't
I'm
really
just
know
we
what.
get heated and I don't know what's gonna pop out. So I'm
But
just
I'll just fuck them
disclaimer.
bitches. That's
Yeah, I
all.
know.
Disclaimer. Everybody, I feel like well deserved. That's my high. My low. I don't know. I don't really think I have lows. I can't find anything to complain about. So I'll just leave it there. But I really liked it. Honestly, I'm just gonna say one thing though. I did have to like after I stopped, like at the end, I did like cry. I literally cried for like 2 minutes. Like I literally sat at the edge of my bed, just like, oh my god. Like it just really made me think about certain stuff
I can see where that could come
from
from.
like
Yeah.
the ending.
Yeah,
I
you're right.
guess from my perspective, like as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it was very well put. Now, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, there might be some little plot holes in there and there, but I mean, not really. They weren't really that serious to me, if there was.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, Corey, what's your highs and lows, his and hers?
My highs, I would have to say just the story. I would have to say was my high. It kept my attention the entire time. Um, yeah, the acting was on point. Cinematography was great. Um, and I didn't know this was a book adaptation until afterwards. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty solid. Makes me want to read the book. My lows. There was one scene in there that I was like, why? What is this for? Because it was never really addressed. We saw it later, but I'm like, wait, what was all that for? And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say too much.
I had a few of
Uh,
those scenes where I saw
ye-
something, they showed it, they spent some time in a location. I'm like,
yeah, what was that for?
we'll just throw us
Though,
off.
yeah, that that was a little off-putting. And I was like, wait, that wasn't explained at the end. So, but yeah, it's it's just good performances all around, and the camera work was great. So those are my highs and lows.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right. So Manny, highs and lows. And we say that because normally before every episode we kind of have a post meeting, just kind of just to go over the flow of it, and every now and then we're like, hey, we're feeling this way, and sometimes I got to jump in and say, whoa, save it for the show, save it for in the ring. So just with that being said, Manny, highs and lows, his and hers.
So the acting, it was good.
wait, hold on, wait.
Wait, hold up.
Manny said that like his kid was playing sports and they got routed in the game. It's bad. Listen, you woke up this morning. That was good. But about the game.
Like I said, the acting was good. The as far as the story, it was very interesting. I did read the book by Alice Finney. If you don't have a library card, download this app Hoopla. You could get the book for free and read it. That was what I did. Again, acting was good. Story wise, as far as it prolonged, John Berthal's character, fucking worst detective ever. Well, that's something. Worst detective ever. It's like I want to spoil certain scene like certain things he does as a detective, especially if you're trying to cover a crime and you actively going around with the evidence in your hand. It's like this is one fight scene I thought was funny. It's stupid funny. And the whole plot where he goes to the church and that one character get killed. There's a lot of holes in this film overall. And Tessa Tuffs' character, again, great actress, but I couldn't stand her character. Overall, this film it just made me hate every character from A to B. I couldn't stand nobody. And again, with the plot holes, even at the end where you had the twist, it didn't really hit me the way the book hit me. Maybe I should watch the show before I read the book, but overall, awful writing. Story was shit. I had to rewatch episode a couple times because at a certain point I was like, you know what, this is background noise, and I kept playing Arc Raiders. But
I think that tells us all we need to know. Listen, if you don't know about the game Arc Raiders is a social experiment that lets you know what kind of person you are. And I think Manny's letting us know, because I think early on, didn't you say you liked the story and stuff, and now we're getting to the end? Let it really come out. Say what you want to say.
And again, not to be in the plot. Even that one scene with the birthday, singing "Happy Birthday" and
okay, yeah,
pissed me off.
That was dark.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. A lot of shit that happened has pissed me off. I guess the way they executed everything just kind of didn't lend the way it was supposed to me. Yeah, I don't want to go into it because if I keep going, I'm going to spoil it.
Okay, so he's pissed off. All right, so let's go into my highs and lows. I always start at the bottom, work my way up. Okay, so the lows, I want to say nothing in a whole, because this was supposed to be a drama that keeps the people going. So I want to say it, lows or nothing, but reality sets in. The ATL jokes. I'm from Florida, but I live in Georgia. And the fact they kept sticking motherfuckers from Atlanta every chance they got, they kept saying like Atlanta ain't and I just thought that was something. The detective, this by far, he is not Batman. He is the worst fucking detective I've ever seen. I think I've ever seen on a show, to be honest. I'm not going to spoil anything, but we've all watched CSI. We've all watched Law and Order. We've watched The Wire, The Shield. There's so many shows, Southland, where there's some detective shit going on, and he couldn't figure shit out. Like he would be that person sit on the couch with you and not understand the plot, and it killed to have him be that delusional just to push the plot. The other thing is plot holes. There were some plot holes in there. There were some things that were brought up that were not finished. There were some things where they would give you the runaround. Me and my wife watched it. We binged it a whole day, and she was like, "They're gonna do this." Like, nah, that shit too easy. They putting that bitch right there for you. Nah, I ain't gonna touch that. The other thing was the tea. There's a lot of tea and gossip shit that would be on social media between people, and I was like, I don't care for it. Why is this here? And every time they drop some motherfucking tea, my wife is like, oh my gosh, like that's why it's there. It's not for me, and that's okay. It's not for me, so I'm not gonna knock them on it, but it worked. The highs I would say is the cast. I thought the cast was a solid cast. There's a few scenes where they get into some really, really good acting, and they allow the dialogue to go back and forth, and it feels fluent. That is something I didn't get with the Rip, other than the amigos knowing each other for so long. A lot of the other cast, Tiana Taylor, it just didn't feel organic. In this one, everyone felt organic. You saw them on screen like Zoe, and you're like, she can fucking act. Watch when some shit goes down. And then, like what Corey said, the way this was shot was beautiful at moments. Even the motherfucking sex scenes. How do you make fucking in a vehicle look good? They gonna make it look good. Cause some other places we got you figuring it. No, they gonna make it look like, hey, you wanna go try something? Cause I just seen some shit, and I wrote some stuff down. Georgia on my mind, as well as some other stuff. I thought Georgia, they did a really good job of showing it, making sure everybody can pronounce the city. And for the most part, that's my highs and lows. So now like a suspenseful movie or show or any like that, it is time to find out what rating everyone's going to give it. Here on the collective group, we like to go ahead and rate things from a 5 being excellent, 0 being horrible. Okay, so if you're debating on whether or not you should get in the car with somebody as they drive to the woods, I would probably say that's not in your best interest. But in the fact that that's the choices you make some like horrible fucking choices, then that's on you. But you do have the opportunity to make some choices. And in the comments, let us know what you think about this movie or this show. I know a lot of people fucking talking about it. And we're going to go with Corey first. His and hers, Netflix.
His and hers. I'm going to give it a 4. It was good. Like it held my attention. Like if anything holds my attention throughout the whole series, and like I'm barely touching my phone, then it's good. Again, there were plot holes, and there were some things that you was just like, wait, why? Like you said, giving us the runaround, because it's just I still want an answer for that. I'll talk to y'all about it afterwards, but yeah, I'll give it a 4. It's worth watching. It's entertaining. Kill like 6 hours in a day watching it.
Okay, Maite. What did you think?
I think maybe this show's for the girls. For me, plot holes and all, I don't care. I don't care about plot holes. I'm giving it a 5. I don't care what you guys think. Y'all could give it a 0 for all I care. I don't care. I'm giving it a 5.
First of all, I would watch it again. I don't know who you're beefing with. You've only heard one other person good review. I think you're prepared for that guy. Right? You don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna say. With that being said, let's go to Manny. What are you rating this one?
So, even with the book is not being my cup of tea, I thought the book had a better story. Not overall, the story I thought it was just mind numbing. Plot holes and not again, soap opera bullshit. But it's not my cup of tea. Like I said, even with the book, which I thought I didn't like that much. I thought I had better, as far as story wise, was better than this series. Maybe I should have watched the opposite. But overall, the story again, I hated every character. Those plot holes kind of like it ruined the whole film for me. And overall, I'm gonna give it 2.
Wow. Damn. Yo, that's like Kermit in the background. Kermit's like,
I knew it was going downhill.
Who's gonna kill the review? Who done it? We just found out. With a mic. in the library. Manny did it.
Maybe you shouldn't read the book first. Read it after.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna damn, he did. All right, listen. So I'm just gonna say I would give this a 5. It's probably, as of right now, the best television show I've watched for this year. And I'm almost, you still got The Pit out there. I feel like that's gonna probably climb up there. But I enjoyed the heck out of this one. Like Corey said, like like it's entertaining in today's world. Like I'm sitting here, I got 4 fucking monitors to make me pay none of that any attention and put my phone away, sitting there with my wife, and she's sitting there like, what did I miss? Well, what happened? I'm like, you're fucking around your phone. I told you dig in. And she's sitting there like, fuck the phone. And we watched this whole thing and ordered out. It's like, it did what it's supposed to do. It created drama. It was a whodunit. We guessed and we want to know. And there was times where she was like, yo, there is no fucking way that what you just said makes sense. And then to see it happen, I was like, see, you should have fucking listened. And I feel like if this was something you went to school, whether college or high school, or you went to work and this played on television, like, every week, everybody at work would have been talking about it, how to get away with murder type of stuff. So I enjoyed it. So I would say it's a 5. So you got a 5 from me, 5 from Maite, you got a 4 from Corey, and you got a 2 from Manny. As that's how he feels. He said the book was better, right? So you would say the book is better. Go read the book. Fuck the show.
I enjoyed it.
I take back my beef from you.
I told you, I was like, yo, I was catching straight fucking bullets, my guy. I was like, damn, I was just walking over to.
I thought you were gonna lower your ratings. I was like, no.
I'm like, did I not say the right things? I don't know. But what I know is you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. Hit the subscribe button, like, follow, comment for more here at the Critics Collective. Do you agree with Manny, Corey, me, or Maite? Let us know. I feel like Manny's like, anybody agrees, I got something for you in the comments. And yeah, until next time.